That night, drones launched a massive attack on Novorossiysk in the Krasnodar Krai. Air defense systems were actively operating in the city, and air raid sirens were sounding even in the morning. In total, the city was under attack for over 9 hours.
What a night we're having. We've been sitting in the bathroom all night. There's shooting, the siren is blaring. It's just a nightmare. It's scary here, and it's scary to go outside.
As the local mayor reported, the attack was carried out from the sea using unmanned boats. Russian sources also reported the possible use of missiles.
Oh, another one launched. It's hovering, hovering, hovering. It launched. Oh,
What is that UFO?
those are jets.
According to OSINT analysts, one of the targets of the attack was the port of Novorossiysk, the largest in Russia and a key export hub for the aggressor country on the Black Sea. It is also not ruled out that the strike could have been aimed at disrupting a possible massive launch of cruise missiles from Russian carrier ships.
Did you hear that?
Telegram channels report that after the night attack, fires are raging at the oil terminal and in the military harbor of the Novorossiysk port. At the same time, according to the Excelenova Plus channel, the grain processing plant was also hit. A fire broke out there. This plant is a large and high-tech port transshipment complex, which includes 2 elevators and a number of port facilities. At the same time, it can store up to 300,000 tons of products there. Also, due to falling debris, more than 24 residential buildings, a commercial building, and a construction site were damaged. There are 2 dead and 13 injured. One of the schools was also damaged. According to Astra's OSINT analysis, it is located near the Russian Navy ship parking area. After a series of hits, eyewitnesses reported a fire in the city center and complained of a strong smell of burning. Public transport is operating with interruptions, and many streets are blocked. After occupied Crimea ceased to be safe for the Russian fleet, Novorossiysk became one of its key basing locations. Due to the threat of Ukrainian attacks, port operations have been restricted multiple times. According to Reuters, as early as July, nighttime ship movement was quietly banned at the port of Novorossiysk. This is how Russia is trying to protect its vessels from attacks, although it publicly denies any problems. Yaroslava Marushchenko, Vikna Program, STB, United News Marathon.
Residents of the peninsula are reporting a massive attack on temporarily occupied Crimea. The Gauleiter of Sevastopol stated that more than 30 drones were shot down over the city alone. Meanwhile, the pro-Ukrainian local channel Crimean Wind reports 2 new fires in Sevastopol, which are visible even from satellites. Both are near the Balaklava district, a former military submarine base. Footage from Balaklava is also circulating online where, according to eyewitnesses, the power partially went out after the explosions. It is likely that the local thermal power plant was hit. The Ukrainian Defense Forces have not yet commented on this attack.
I almost went in there, into the mouth.
The defense forces continue to successfully strike the enemy's rear logistics. And now we have the opportunity to speak with Vladislav Ovcharenko, call signer Tourist, a fighter from the Signum Battalion. This unit, let me remind you, is the one that works on the routes of the Russian occupiers and keeps the so-called land corridor to Crimea under fire control, turning a once safe route into a trap. Mr. Vladislav, greetings to you.
Greetings to you. Good day.
Well, and you, dear viewers, can thank the Signum Battalion for successfully blocking the occupiers' main logistics artery from Mariupol to Chongar. You can do it right now. We have a QR code and a card number on the screens. These are components for drone strikes. Let's boost the effectiveness of the Signum unit. Every hryvnia of yours is important. Every hryvnia of yours is fighting. Therefore, I suggest starting this morning with a donation. So, Vladislav, on your pages, you officially announced that the Signum Battalion is expanding the geography of its strikes. Now the Mariupol-Chonhar highway is under your control. Explain in simple terms, how much will this complicate life for the occupiers now?
And let's say the horizons have expanded so much that not only is this highway under our control, but in principle the majority of all the enemy's rear supply routes in the temporarily occupied territories are now under our control. But since our main task right now is to completely cut off the logistics to Crimea, we are working in this direction, destroying all the logistics we can reach. And it seems to me that we are doing this job well right now. Yes.
We think so too. And these strikes on the highway leading to Crimea, can they continue and persist? Will the Russians adapt quickly and start, learn how to respond to them? What do you think?
As is the case in any war of technologies, a critical moment has arrived when the sword hits the shield. And at that point, the shield can either partially or in some cases completely take away our ability to operate effectively. It is a significant challenge we must consider. So this is now a question for the manufacturers. Manufacturers need to fully get involved in this story and replace the Starlink satellite communication system with improved systems with greater power of our own production of electronic communication.
Mr. Vladislav, we have a video of your successful work on this route from Mariupol to Chongar. We are showing it right now. Please comment on it once more for our viewers.
Since we are working on logistics, it's not just cargo trucks, because now the enemy has mostly started hiding, as we know, behind civilian vehicles, and we are patrolling at the same time railway tracks, destroying trains that carry fuel, destroying trucks that might be carrying valuable cargo for the occupier. So, in principle, I think the results of our work are very clearly visible in the video right now. We try to carry out tasks at the highest level.
Everything is very clearly visible. We have already collected 15,000 for your needs. Mr. Vladislav, what is the most difficult part of your work and the work of your pilots? What is the biggest challenge? Is it electronic warfare, new defense systems, perhaps a change in the enemy's tactics, or are you coping with everything?
I will tell you this. The biggest challenge is probably the quantity of resources we have, because we never have enough. Our capabilities are simply limitless, but they are limited solely by the quantity of resources, I repeat. A lot of people are getting involved now from other brigades, from civilian life. They all want to work, but we, for the most part, like any other effective unit, are limited by supplies. So perhaps this is the main challenge. And EW or enemy actions regarding the physical downing of our drones, the percentage there is so small. Even if it increases, we can compensate for this whole situation by increasing our attempts. So I guess that's it.
Our viewers have already raised 20,000, Mr. Vladislav. We are currently raising funds. Thank you very much for this, for components for the middle strike. Could you elaborate on this task that our viewers are currently working on by donating to you?
Yes, it's basically quite simple here. Like any equipment that arrives at the front, it requires some upgrading. And so this, let's call it a setup that we are currently using. We created it ourselves and increased, multiplied the flight range of our drones. So to be completely transparent, we actually don't disclose the specific details of what we are collecting for. However, I really want to personally assure all of our dear viewers that this ongoing re-equipping of our aircraft helps us tremendously in our daily work, making our operations much more effective and efficient.
Mr. Vladislav, I thank you very much for the work of your unit, and I personally thank you for your service and your work, for joining our broadcast. And I thank the viewers for supporting the Signum unit, which is currently causing a lot of problems on the Crimean roads.